Hero. The Webster's Dictionary defines the word as a man admired for his achievements and noble qualities, or one that shows great courage. These are words that perfectly describe Joseph William Roan, part-time student, full-time fighter.
He's a really good guy. You know, every day I see him, he's always smiling. Not one day I've seen him mad. Seeing him in the weight room and out in life, like, he's got so much motivation, and just he shoots for something and he's going to get it done, which kind of inspires me to do good.
After a long day at school, Joe rolls over to the local Richmond Athletic Center to train in the sport he loves, mixed martial arts. MMA is a sport that is increasingly growing in popularity in the United States of America. In leagues like the UFC, participants duel each other in an octagon-shaped cage. It is a sport that requires a great deal of mental focus, technicality, and athletic ability. But it is not what Joseph Roan does that makes him a hero. It's how he does it. Joe was born with cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy. It's actually a lack of oxygen to the brain during delivery. In this case, sometimes it can be a stroke while the baby's in the womb, but it was a delivery incident this time. Babies are supposed to come out face down, and Joseph came out face up, and he kind of got stuck there. So it was just a little bit too much time trying to be born, and that's what happened.
Cerebral palsy is a nonspecific term that describes disorders characterized by impaired movement and posture. This non-progressive condition affects the motor centers in the brain, resulting in abnormal muscle tone and coordination. Despite his condition, Joe is still motivated to pursue his goals.
I would say that anyone can be a fighter. It doesn't matter. There's an armless and legless fighter who steps in a cage. He doesn't win, but he still has heart to step in there.
When I first met Joe, especially in a sport like this, I was like, is this kid crazy? I mean, if you've seen, like, on TV, these guys that do this sport, I just thought it was crazy of a kid to try this.
Joe begins his daily workout regimen by stretching, focusing primarily on his back. While waiting for his training partner, James Everson, Joe picks up 100-pound silos, slams them down, and strikes them, simulating a body. James arrives and the two finally start their sparring.
And then, I started watching him and he taught me so much. Everything I've learned has 99.9% been from him. And it showed how much determination he had, and just how ready he was. He's like, if everybody else can do this, why not me? I know he had that kind of attitude, and it was like a big inspiration to me, and he's like one of the toughest guys I know.
There certainly is no doubting that Joe has strength. However, it's his other qualities that inspire others.
The first time he walked in, I wasn't quite sure if he was going to be able to do everything, and I think that's probably one of the biggest things that people have to understand is you can't judge Joe by looking at him, because the young man has the heart of a lion, and he's an extremely hard worker. He's done everything I've ever asked of him. He never complains about anything, and I think he's an example for anybody, not only the students at the high school, but he's been an example for me as an adult, because he's an inspiration, in my opinion, because he continues to do everything you ask, and he never complains about anything, and he does it to a level that for a lot of people probably who have never been in a conditioning class would be very surprised.
Joe is currently awaiting his first fight. Because of how light he is, it is difficult to find an opponent in his weight class. One thing is for sure, Joe Roan will keep on fighting. And that is what being a hero is all about.